like, what are you regular meeting on September 14th, and we'll call it at 5:43. Can I get a roll call?
Bryce Anderson.
Chuck Weiss.
Lenny Cochran, Barb Shields.
Mike Mangum. Thank you. We are going to do the Pledge of Allegiance with Brandon Lincoln and Dr. Anderson.
Ready? I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, ask you to join us in a moment of silence. All right, thank you. Moving on, we'd like to excuse Desiree and Sandra tonight. Need a motion to approve the agenda.
Make a motion to approve the agenda.
I second it.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thank you. Any comment cards? No. Okay. Special business. We'll start with recognition of PSD Employee of the Year, Dr. Anderson.
Test. Clerk Mangum, members of the governing board, it is my honor and privilege to recognize our employees of the year. Being employee of the year is not something that happens for everyone. This is really a collective of all of the submissions for employee of the month for all of last year. The committee gets together at the end of the year and identifies who that employee of the year is. And these folks represent our district in an incredibly positive way. The first person that I want to recommend is Erica Pullen. Eric, would you please come up? Erica is an absolutely amazing teacher. When I first came into the district, she was in the classroom, and I used to love walking by her classroom at Lakeview Elementary. Every day I didn't know what I was going to see in that classroom. And it hasn't changed as she's moved into the role of art teacher. We are absolutely blessed to have an amazing teacher like Erica working with our students and now working with all of our students, kindergarten through second grade. Congratulations, Erica.
Thank you. I don't have to make an acceptance speech, right? I just say, oh my goodness. Thank you, Willow. Thank you. That was super kind. I just enjoy teaching, and when I went to college, I was a late start. I brought up my kids. I was a homeschooler with them, and so I figured when I got into that classroom, I wanted to make it super fun and interesting because my kids were like, oh, I gotta go to school, right, Bash? Right, I gotta go to school. So I wanted to be that person that was like, yes, you're coming to school. What's Miss Erica today? So when I got into the classroom, we were learning our letters, which was why I wanted kindergarten, because they're learning their letters. And then I could be the letter of the day. So they would come in and I was an angel, and then we could talk about A, we could talk about the letter, the sound, and then it was a reinforcement all day long. And so I just continued it now that I have all of them. So it's great. So thank you for recognizing me.
Congratulations. Our other employee of the year, our classified employee of the year, could not be with us this evening. However, I think this district would screech to a halt without this person being a part of our district family. Our classified employee of the year is Georgie Mowbray. For those of you who are not aware, Georgie is everywhere all the time. If she's not filling in as a lead custodian at one of the schools, she's absolutely amazing what she is able to take on and get done for our students and for our staff. So please help me in congratulating Georgie Moses.
All right, I've got employees of the month. Our first employee nominated by Meredith Halverson is Michaela Yellowhair. It says, Michaela has taken the time to help train me for my new position while also doing her job. She has been so busy at the beginning of the school year with enrolling students and always taking time to help others out. She's not only has expert knowledge in her field, but the school system and the area in general. I know she is an essential member of the staff by numerous other staff members and students that stop in her office. Let's congratulate her. And then our certified employee of the month is Coach Bubba Billy, nominated by William Tresh. He says, I feel that Bubba Leland Billy deserves to be employee of the month because he spends so much time after hours talking with parents, coaches, and players after reviewing tape. I've seen Bubba spend hours after each practice so that students, players can spend time doing extra practice. Bubba comes in on Saturdays with other coaches to help students become better players and to watch film. I've seen him after games stand and talk to parents for hours after the game. I've seen him come in hours early knowing that he will not be leaving until 2 or 3 hours after practice or games. Bubba places his coaching job as top priority for the school. I say this because I have never seen a coach ever spend as much time as he does in any sport. Bubba uses his position as coach to help teach and mentor students that are under his program. He takes the time to talk to them about being late to class, acting up in class, and just about being an honorable person in life. I feel that Leland Billy should be Employee of the Year for how much time he dedicates to the students at Page Sand Devils. Let's congratulate him.
Good evening. Thank you for your patience. I ran late today and you all had to sit here and thank you for your patience. I'm here to help present the Student of the Month. And the first one we have is Brandon Lincoln. That's you. Brandon, would you like to come up here so everyone, stand here so everyone can see, get you. Brandon is a very smart, creative boy. He is a teacher's helper. From day one, he has shown respect to teachers and classmates. Anytime I need help, I always can count on Brandon. He is helpful to other kids and sets such a good example. I am looking forward to seeing him grow throughout the school year. That's from Miss Olga. Is she here? Okay, so then it's my honor to present you, Brandon, with this book bag in commemoration of you being, huh?
You have two.
I have two?
No, two
Put it in
bags.
your hands.
Oh. Maybe that's what happened to that one missing bag last
It
time
did
I did
last
that.
And his certificate.
Oh, and your certificate. This is for you. Congratulations. Is Miss Redmond here tonight? If you'd like to come and honor your student that you nominated.
Okay, you get to stand up front, Willow. All right, I nominated Willow Williams Begay for Student of the Month because she's kind, friendly, and always has the best attitude. She helps other students when they need a hand or a friend. Every teacher that knows her from previous years makes it a point to tell me how great she is, and I agree.
Yeah, don't go away empty-handed. My goodness. You earned this, right? This is excellence. That's what you are. Thank you, Willow. Is Miss Iverson here tonight? Okay, so I get to honor then, oh, excuse me, is Miss Stahl here? You come and do that.
Desert View Student of the Month is Ethan Smith. Ethan was nominated by his third grade teacher, Miss Iverson. And Miss Iverson says, Ethan has such a positive attitude. He is great at giving compliments to his classmates and making them feel great about themselves and the work they have done. Ethan is respectful, he is kind to his classmates and always gives a helping hand when needed. Ethan is involved in his schoolwork and tries his best at everything he does and raises his hand to participate. Ethan is determined. He is an excellent person who puts forth his best effort. Thank you, Ethan, for being such a positive role model in our classroom.
Miss Covington, is she here?
So our student of the month for, I don't see her. Our student of the month for the middle school, actually, yes, is Harper Ann Kingsley. And she was selected. Student of the month for Page Middle School is Harper Ann Kingsley. Harper is a resident of Page and is the daughter of Kyron and Kristen Kingsley. Harper Ann Kingsley has shown pride expectations. Never did I see her misbehave even once during the class, the teacher writes. During the passing period, I also see her behaving properly in the hallways and greeting everyone with just a hi or a smile. Moreover, she possesses a strong social emotional savvy attitude. She is always willing to receive and implement feedback. Furthermore, she has an intrinsic motivation in going to class. She has this legitimate inner desire to learn and grow rather than just by external rewards or pressure. She is always prepared. After she enters the classroom, she's already preparing her notes, booklets, bell ringer paper, pencil, etc. She doesn't wait for me to tell her to copy the success criteria on the board. She already knows what to do. She is always alert in all the individual and pair or group activities. She was always chosen as the facilitator because her classmates know that she can effectively do her responsibilities. She is not easily influenced by her classmates to talk or disrupt the class. Rather, she stops them and tells them what to do. She never wastes time in learning and manages her time well in completing assignments. She is an epitome of an empowered middle schooler and should be admired and followed by others. And so it is my pride to nominate her. She was nominated by Ms. Min Yao, and she is not present this evening, so we'll make sure that she gets that.
Would you take her back?
Miss Montez, is she here?
She's not.
She's not. Okay, then it falls to you, Mr. Montez.
The Page High School Student of the Month is Carmine Bennett, and he was nominated by Ms. Montez, and she writes, Carmine goes above and beyond in every way as a student in class. He leads the class in participation and helps others in the group work understand with their mathematical knowledge. He's a great team player for the entire class, and it is a pleasure teaching him each day. Kaylee Montez is the teacher.
Miss Hubble, are you here? You get two. Student of the Month for Manson Mesa High School is Michaela Long, and she's standing. She was nominated by Andreas Kangalette, and he writes, she keeps on track by finishing all her work on time. She is attentive during class discussion, motivated to learn as shown by her high percentage of attendance. She likewise possesses discipline, advocacy, respect, and empathy. Congratulations to Michaela Long. The Student of the Month for Sage and Sand Virtual Academy is Isaiah Aguila Curley, and he was nominated by Mr. Jeremy Poole. And he writes, Isaiah has started the school year off strong, completing as well as making great progress in several courses in the first month of school. Isaiah's great start shows he is dedicated to having a great year. Congratulations to Isaiah Aguila Curley. Thank you, everyone, and congratulations again to our students. And I would certainly say that with such sweet human beings as they are, a good future is certainly secured. Thank you.
And just a reminder, all the honorees, if we can have you meet out in the lobby to get your picture taken, that would be appreciated. Yeah. All right, we'll move on to D, recognition and approval of donations made to the district. Need a motion?
I make a motion to approve donations made to the district.
I second it.
Any comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, moving on, reports, governing board reports. Want to start down at that end? Bunny, do you have anything?
Not at this time, but I'm working on something.
Perfect. Chuck?
I had the opportunity last week to go out to the law conference in Phoenix. It was a great opportunity to learn and understand policies and related to board functions and a lot of other things in regards to like teacher housing and what's being done to better improve when it comes to providing housing for teachers that how we need it, especially here in Page. So talked about that they had conferences on that and better ways to manage classes and classrooms and overall, it was a great experience and a great learning experience. So hopefully I can take that and utilize it here to better our team district. Thank you.
And Mike, can I amend my refusal to?
Yeah, go ahead.
I just want to say that the privilege and opportunity to attend the making of a graduate, is that what it's called? The portrait of a graduate, okay. And I went home and I was just thrilled. I'm so impressed with the good people in this district that I might get emotional. That are so dedicated and work so hard, and I feel really have a desire and a love to help our students be the best they can possibly be. So I want to thank each one of you that are here, that were there, and what a privilege it is for me to be able to sit and listen and throw out a few ideas. So thank you very much.
Awesome, thank you. I don't have anything at this time, so we'll move to the superintendent report.
Clerk Mangum, members of the governing board, I will be brief. Bunny already talked a little bit about one of the things I wanted to share, which is the work that community team. It's not just a district team, but we've got members of our community coming together to develop a portrait of a graduate, really to define a crystal clear picture of what we want our students in Page to possess at the time they receive their diploma. And we've had 2 sessions thus far. It has been absolutely amazing work. The synergy of this community is absolutely incredible when you come together on a common task. So I want to thank Ann Martin for her work in facilitating, but also all the committee members that are serving on that. One of the most powerful voices I heard last night at the meeting was from our student from Page High School. We're working to increase student voice on that group. So just want to share my gratitude for the folks that are involved in that and look forward to what that will provide long-term for our community. Our calendar committee is already working and meeting as we look to identify the best path forward for our 2024-2025 school calendar. I believe that committee has met already 3 separate times. We've got another meeting tomorrow. We're continuing that work and we'll be sharing that at a future study session with the board. On the agenda for tonight, and I'll talk a little bit more about it when we get to that agenda item, I'm very excited. We have the awarding of the job order contract. As Mr. Weiss referenced, teacher housing in Page is a challenge. And while it is not a significant scope that we will be able to provide housing, we are working to provide or equip 4 units as a recruitment tool for folks as we go out and work to bring folks to Page that can use that housing as an opportunity as a stopgap between starting here and their future. We hope that once we get them here, they will stay here. That's all I have to report at this time.
Awesome, thank you. Moving on, we'll go to item 6, governing board consent agenda. A copy of the consent agenda is available at the district office. All items listed will be considered as a unit by the governing board and will be approved with one motion. There will not be a separate discussion of these items unless a board member requests, in which case the item will be removed from the consent agenda and considered as a separate item. Need a motion to approve?
I'll make a motion to approve the agenda.
I second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you. Moving on to number 7, calendar of events. The ASBA Tri-County meeting Saturday, September 30th, 9:30 to 11:30.
I do need to know if anybody's planning on attending.
I will be out of town that weekend.
I'll let you know maybe this week sometime.
Okay,
And Barbara, Ms. Shields,
okay.
correct me if I'm wrong, that ASBA Tri-County meeting is in
Winslow.
Winslow. Okay.
Okay.
That's the one.
Next item is upcoming events. You should have a list of calendar of events, nice and colorful for sports and everything. Number 8, additional agenda items. We'll go with letter A is discussion and possible approval of date change for the December board meeting and superintendent evaluation. Need a motion to approve? Or motion?
To discuss, need a motion. You need a motion to discuss.
Yeah, motion to discuss.
I make a motion that we go forward with the discussion and possible approval of date change for the December board meetings and the superintendent evaluation.
I second.
Dr. Anderson.
Mr. Mangum and members of the governing board, when we set up our governing board calendar for meetings for the 23-24 school year, we had anticipated that Arizona School Boards Association Winter Conference would be taking place during the second week in December. We were recently informed with the planning of that upcoming conference that is taking place the first week in December. So what my recommendation would be is to move our regular governing board meeting and the superintendent evaluation from the 5th and 7th respectively to the 12th and 14th respectively. And the beauty of that is it stays with our current configuration of the second Tuesday of the month for the board meeting. So that would be my recommendation, to change that to December 12th and 14th.
Any other questions or comments? Okay. Motion to approve changing back to the second Tuesday of the month and the superintendent evaluation to the second Thursday of December. For all good, call for the vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Unanimous, thank you. Item B, discussion and possible approval of job order contract for the Vista property to LOR Construction Incorporation. Need a motion to discuss?
I'll make a motion to discuss the possible approval of the job order contract for Vista property to LR Construction Incorporated.
I'll second that.
Thank you. Dr. Anderson?
Mr. Bingham, members of the governing board, this item is the result of an awful lot of work. A number of months ago, the district put out a request for proposals for a job order contract related to the improvements necessary for our teacher housing. It was viewed hundreds of times by contractors across the state and even in other states. There were 4 final submittals for the job order contract. Had an opportunity to be a part of the review team in looking at the 4. And the consensus of the group through the evaluation of a number of different criteria was to award the job order contract for LOR Contracting. A couple of other things that stood out to me in terms of their proposal related to, one, a focus and commitment to put local folks to work. So if there is local labor, that was a significant piece for me. The other piece was having experience beyond just commercial construction. Because this is a residential project, that was another piece, at least from my vantage point as I was doing the evaluation. Very pleased with the fact that we're recommending LOR for that job order contract.
Awesome, thank you. Any questions? Bunny, any questions? Okay, call for the vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Thank you. And letter C, discussion and possible approval of the SFD HVAC replacement. Need a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve discussion and possible approval of the SFD HVAC replacement.
Dr. Anderson?
I'll second that.
Oh, sorry.
Mr. Bingham, members of the governing board, this is the school facility division terms and condition to move a project forward related to replacement of 2 HVAC units at Page High School, specifically rooms 143 and 144. That is the scope of this specific project, and I know there will be additional HVAC related terms and conditions coming in the future.
Okay, thank you. Any questions? I'll call for the vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you. Number 9, future agenda items. There'll be a discussion of superintendent regarding goals in October. And then the final one, adjournment. Need a motion?
I make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
You give me time.
Thank you. We will adjourn at 6:12. Thank you, everyone.
Okay.